Do you provide a service? Whatever it is, especially barbers, remember what you offer is ultimately a subscription. I always say if you can't afford Louis or Gucci, you grab the knockoff. Clients spend their money carelessly, so charge them. Don't give them any deals. They have subscriptions all over the place they don't even use, yet they gaslight barbers into believing they charge too much. If you are not subscribed to this channel, you need to do that ASAP. You are tuned into the underground. My name is Mbaya. I go by the doctor, and what you see in front of you is a natural haircut. So with that being said, I am definitely a natural haircut specialist. I am not an enhancements hater. This is definitely natural, and every time that I say it out loud, I get a lot of shade. Anyway, the tools that help me achieve these looks is Stylecraft and Gamma, so invest into some of these. They are some of the best on the market. Use my discount code J.Exquisite, save you some money. This is a regular client, by the way. That's why this looks this all about the details when it comes to this exquisite work that I do. Details, details, details. Anyway, look, I've been cutting my guy's hair here for almost about a year now. This is the first time that I ever remember recording him, and the beard was all right. Then over time, it started to get a little bit better because I started to learn his texture. And nowadays, several months later, this is what we are looking like now. Mind you, no color, none of that. He doesn't dye. He does have some wisdom hairs in there. You know, he got some grays floating around, a little bit of white here and there. It's not very visible, but it is there. He does not color his beard. This is all natural, and I am working the mess out of these tools. This is just what I do. If you give me quality tools, I'm producing nothing but 3D 24K work. Enhancements I do offer, but when it comes to the no color haircuts, that's something that I have been working at for a very long time. I am in my early 30s now. I started cutting hair around 12 years old. By the time I was 13, it was all about the lineup for me. So if you keep on seeing these lines that look really sharp, I've been working hard to perfect these and get them the way that they are naturally. So please spare me and do not trash my haircuts because they are not enhanced. Enhanced haircuts usually get the best play. It's just the way it is. Most people show up and they show me a haircut that they want done, it's enhanced. And I finally got people to start showing me haircuts that they see on my page, kind of like my guy here. This is the first time I ever cut his hair in the pop-up right there. This is like the second time, I believe, we started to work on it. But he, for example, was one of the very first few to ever show me a haircut of mine that I did to do on him. And of course, he is a regular, so this looks really good. Just like the last guy with the beard only, he's a regular. So while I'm on this topic of regular talk, regular this, regular that, the reason I call a haircut a subscription is you have to make your clients book again. You have to keep them returning. Keeping clients such as my man's right here in the chair regularly, if it's twice a week, once a week, or once a month, don't beg them now. Just make sure that they're coming back. Immediately before they leave, make them or have them book, like I say. So this will all be determined based on how well the haircut service will be, because the more often they return, the better the service. You don't have to ever deal with a problematic, picking on every detail type of client, because you don't have to relearn their hair because they stayed away too long. You know what I'm saying? Which will absolutely always equal to great work. If they stay consistent with the subscription, yo, look, listen. Appearance is everything, and those who care about how they look because of how great the work is will always come back. If you know, you know, haircuts save lives, and not only that, they help create lives, literally. By the way, I know y'all see that line, super fresh. So check this out. You have to ask yourself, do you have a gimmick? And really quickly, before I get off into what I'm about to say, this video, this pop-up right here was me demonstrating how to mix barbicide in a spray bottle so that you can go ahead and clean up the work area surfaces such as the chair. You know, this is equivalent to, like, you know, going to the gym and having people work on a machine, and when they're done, they clean up. If you missed that upload, I have a short and a full video. Definitely check that out. Very informative. I know gimmick is a horrible choice of word, but a gimmick that I have In my place over in the area that I stay, I have over the top professionalism. So like I'm saying, we're cleaning up. Simple. Do what the rest in your area are not. Sure, nothing is new under the sun, but you have to separate yourself. Not go with the flow of what everyone is doing. Drinking, for example, smoking. A bad habit in the barber community, in my opinion, no disrespect. But with all that volume turned up, stop that. Is all I'm saying. Stop that. Now, if that's what you do, by all means, go for it. But try and separate that from work. Keep that away from the shop, the studio, or wherever it is you make your money. You have alternatives if that's a medicinal situation for you, but smelling like it and being around your clients under the influence of alcohol or marijuana, tobacco, smelling like it, really? That would definitely impact your workplace. Believe me. Why? Because who you invite will say they don't care. Okay, real quick. Time out. Look, this is one of my regulars, right? All these are regulars that I'm showing you in this video. That's why these cuts look pretty fresh. To be natural haircuts, they look really good. I'm sure there's better out there, but I do decent. And my man's has switched it up from the curls, went down pretty low to a, wavy top, higher fade. He retired the drop fade, but this looks good because he's in regularly and he would like to keep that beard on point naturally, which ends up, being good results. That's how it should be. If you want good work, you need to stay consistent in the chair. But anyway, like I was saying though, who you invite will say they don't care about what you do, but who you service is a huge part of your financial problems if you have them. Speaking for the regular working folks at that, remember that. Because if you can charge more and be under the influence at work or allow your client to do the same, congratulations. Hey, look, you got it. Anyway, all I'm saying is be careful what you allow always, because what becomes okay with you to allow your clients to do, they will eventually start to walk all over you, and it becomes normalized. Let's say if they want to be a few minutes late, or if you're a few minutes late, they're going to start playing that game with you. So be careful what you allow, is all I'm saying. Stay firm. Be a person of high integrity. Don't set too much of a boundary so steep, so firm, so high that it's too much for people to even want to book you. You want to be available. And not only do you want to be available, you want to make it easy for the people to book you. Because if you have too many services listed, for example, don't be that barber that has haircut with beard, haircut with eyebrows only, haircut with taper and line, haircut with only a mustache, bald head with only a soul patch. Like don't be that guy. Don't be the guy with a list of 50 services. Why not just offer one rate? For example, I offer one rate for the beard, for whatever choice of haircut, for you to get a shave and a beard, whatever the heck, a shave, it's all one rate. I just want one rate. It's fixed, neutral for all ages and gender. But anyway, look, don't normalize nothing that you don't want to be dealing with eventually, which causes you to start using those substances because you're irritated at work. That's just the truth. It's no disrespect. It's all love, y'all. I'm just saying. Just remember, mark my words. When something is not going your way, it's usually your own making. Anyway, enough of that. I'm not a hater. Do what you do at the end of the day. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, these complaints of rates, pricing, the harsh reality is this is causing barbers to succumb to making rates super low or super high just to keep clients in the chair. This is you. I don't really have a solution for what you are doing. And I'm speaking to all barbers that are struggling right now that are relating to what I am talking about right now. I have my struggles. I have some days where, and when I say struggle, my struggles are being at work, because I work 7 days a week, by the way. I'm 7 days a week. I'm in the shop Sunday to Sunday, all right? I'm in there. So with that being said, that thing that they call inflation. Now, before I get into that, I was saying making rates super low or super high just to keep clients in the chair is the problem right now. The best advice I can say and help you not do is charge low, because it's just going to have people play with your time. Charging too much will scare them away. You just got to charge the right amount based on who your target audience is. I'm here to tell you that you have to work hard, but very smart. That thing, like I was saying, called inflation is very real. It's nothing new, but it's all about what you will do to balance out everything. Maybe it's really all up to, people ultimately, because it's just everybody's blaming inflation, You have to spend that money regardless, is what I'm saying, because I'm speaking to clients as well as barbers. Barbers, you have to spend your money on tools. Everything counts, right? You need neck strips, blades, trimmers, clippers, comb attachments, as in clipper guards or whatever, you name it. You need everything fresh. You need everything to service or offer this service. And if you're not able to afford some of that stuff, look, listen, you have options nowadays. You don't need this top brands to offer service. You understand what I'm saying? The Dollar Generals and Dollar Trees have some of the most amazing things you can find in there for cheap. And I'm talking about products, or implements such as combs and brushes. You can find that in the dollar stores. Spend a little bit of money, build your way up to where you can get better tools. We all start from somewhere, but I know nowadays, I know it's hard out here. It's difficult because people are not spending the money. You have to spend the money regardless, or be out of the game. If you can't cook, you go to a restaurant. If you can't cut your hair, you go to a barber. If you can't do your own hair, you go to a braider, a stylist, a loctician. If you can't do your nails, you go to a nail tech. If you don't know how to massage your own body, like do a self-massage using foam rollers, pin rollers, whatever, you go to a masseuse, see a chiropractor or something. If you don't know how to adjust or reset certain things about your body, stretching, you go to who? If you are having physical challenges, you go to a physical therapist. You understand? And that's one thing about us barbers. We are great at what we do. We talk to these people that come in. We give them some of the best insight and information that they would have never knew. There's times where I've given people information, right? I'm not the smartest, by the way. I'm just saying. I'll give people information that they never knew about a day in their life. And the next time that I see them, they'll talk or speak on that as if they are the expert that know more about this than I do. Me being the teacher, right? But anyway, that's why I love life. It's about teaching. It's about putting people on, putting others on. If you know, you do what? You teach. But anyway, look, listen. I'm just over here in this video demonstrating to you all my regulars and why it's important for you to keep them coming back in. I'm giving you different textures. Every kind you can think of is in this video. It's really easy to get them to come back. Stand your ground. Don't give any deals. That restaurant, that gym is not giving any deals. For example, I have a home gym. Most will go to the gym. Sure, I love the gym, but I can do all that is done at the gym in my own home because I don't have too much to pick from when it comes to equipment. When you're in the gym, you have an abundance of everything. Just like barbers, the barber game, stylists, nail techs, whatever, have given clients many options and put themselves in a situation that is getting them underpaid just to pay bills and take care of their own, like, sure, that's just human nature. We settle we adapt. Just a quick reminder that that same individual that's giving you a hard time about the rate that you're asking for is still paying for a gym subscription that they're not using. You have not truly exhausted, and real quick, I'm talking about those who are struggling. You have not truly exhausted all your resources. And really quickly, check out this audio that I did on TikTok a bit ago. I think you're going to find this informative.
And that's an absolute flex is being a barber that is consistent with quality, as well as having clients that are consistently supportive, loyal, respectful, and will always, by any means, appreciate what you do. PSA to all clients, never try to get over. That's one way to write yourself off, losing your booking privilege. A barber like myself is usually way ahead. This business is my sport. The barber game is my court. Barbers do not want problematic clients, and we don't want to be the problem barber.
Now, that was like something I just wanted to have you all listen to. It's something I posted a while ago, but I just wanted you to take from that and do as you please with that information, all right? I don't care if it's 10% or 1%. Do something with it. And like I was saying, have you exhausted all your ideas, your resources? Have you truly exhausted them? Have you planned, or are you just in panic mode? Your clients are the biggest investment you have. How you work for them, they should work for you as well. I know y'all see this blend. That looks nasty. My guy is definitely fresh. All natural, of course. Look at that C cup. Look at the vertical bar. In there. Anyway, like I was saying. Anyway, whoa. Look at this. My man's right here with the high drop fade. Oh, then we got the low. Nah, that's a mid. That's a mid. Yeah, that's like a mid. That's not a super low. It's a drop fade. It's a low fade, but it's not really true low. I know I probably got another clip that's gonna come up in a second, which is showing a super low. Well, not super low, but it's lower than what this mid fade looks like. But anyway, look, listen. Your clients are your biggest investment. You take care of them, they walk out, they are your walking advertisement. They are, of course, the return. And also, the bonus is, as they walk out with that advertisement that you just did on them, they bring in people because they're going to talk about you. And when people see your work looks amazing, for example, like check this out real quick, the low drop fade. I hope there's no copyright on this. That jump fire. That look painted on, man. Like I painted on you. And as you can see, for the most part, me and my guys, my people, my ladies that come through, the kids, we vibe out in the shop. I need to actually put up more ladies. I don't really take photos or videos of them ladies. But, yo, this next cut, like I said, I have great relationships with my people. Me and him right here, we've clutched a few times. But, honestly, what's really messing with me is I think he's going to somebody else because he sees how I usually cut his hair. But recently, he came in, and this shot, as you can see, I'm going around the light spots. He's in his early 20s, by the way. It's happening, though. It's going. I cut around the light spots. I avoid going over them by all means. But I believe he's possibly doing a self-cut on his own because look at that. That's light. When you compare it to how I usually do or get down, he is probably hopping chairs on me. He's jumping chair. He's going to somebody else. But I did a 1 guard. It wasn't low enough. It didn't look how I like it, so I was confused. So I ended up doing a 0 guard. So I'm doing the half full 0.5 guard and seeing if I can smooth it out a little bit more, but it's just not working. And at this point, I was just kind of, okay, yeah, I'm just cutting his hair. And I was frustrated because his fade just wasn't even looking the part itself. So I did the best that I could for my mans, but we're going to have this conversation because I know he's going to somebody else. And if you're a barber, you know how it is when your client tries to lie to you about them getting a haircut from elsewhere. But anyway, look, listen. I'm not like one of those hurt barbers where my clients go to somebody else. It's just working on top of that work, which is not that great. It's like, when you are writing something down, then you have to erase it. Then that writing that you had before is still there. And it's just so annoying. So you keep on erasing it. Then you rip your paper from trying to erase. It's like that. That's how I look at it. So it's very annoying to work on top of other people's work. So I usually tell people to stay away from the chair for a while, then come back. Eventually we'll get this figured out. But the issue is I told him to stay away from doing whatever it is that he does with his hair, because I've noticed it before, but I didn't know what was really going on. But now it's very clear to me that he's going to somebody else. But we'll have that whole conversation, and I will update y'all on what really went down, this and that. Cool. Okay, anyway, look, listen. Check this out. The whole point of this breakdown is if you are complaining about any of these things, it means you need to do something about it. For example, I gotta get my man's set straight and get to the bottom of whatever's going on with his hair. It's called do it yourself. Yes, sure, you need money. People are being cheap, so it's impossible to go up on price or charge what you want, rather, right? I'm not telling you to self-sabotage in any way whatsoever, right? For example, my man's right here. He's probably doing what he's doing to save $1. Okay? Many people do that. I've had people tell me to my face, hey, I got this girl that I go to. She charges me about $5 to just tighten me up, but she goes over your work. And it's like, yo, you know how difficult it is to go over somebody else's work if you're not that skilled? If you're a cheaper barber, you're obviously going to mess up working over the top of somebody else's good work, because you have no idea how to get this work to look like this to begin with. So if you don't know how to go about a touch-up haircut, it's not helping, because when you come back to me, the so-called expert that you go to on a regular for the good work, so somebody else can work on top of it, it's giving me more work to do. Okay? This is why it's important to stay in the shop regularly and pay your barber the money for your appearance, because your appearance is everything. Don't be cheap. We all got bills, yes, sure. But I'm gonna save this next analogy for another video. Stay tuned, y'all. Just to quickly prep you, I'm going to talk about bills and how much it costs and how you should help your clients understand what you put into the business is the reason why you charge what you charge. This is needless to say, but if you're having to even break this down to them, that means you may have the wrong clientele in your chair. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative. Leave a comment, share this video, follow me on my different platforms. Please subscribe to this channel.